Summer school with ADHD sounds chaotic, but it can work if you go in with a plan. Let me tell you how to survive it. Sign up for only one class and take only one class in summer school when you're in college with ADHD. And the reason is because you're gonna take information in a lot faster. You're gonna have less time to do everything. And so taking 2 and 3 different classes can be just a very difficult and hard situation. You might get overwhelmed. When you get into just taking that one class, you might be overwhelmed and need some help. So you only want to stick to taking one class. And also do not take your hardest class in summer school thinking, oh, well, I have to take it for less time. I can get through it and finish it a lot quicker and I won't have to worry about it in the school year. Don't think like that. Take something easy. Like for me, all through high school, I failed math, got to college, failed college algebra. I would not be taking college algebra in the summer for summer school. That would be a huge mistake. And so I would take something a lot easier for summer school instead of taking something that I'm just really not good at, that I actually need more time. You want the full amount of time during the normal school year so you have the best chance to pass those classes. So reserve summer school for easier classes. And expect this, you are going to take 4-week classes, 6-week classes, maybe even 8-week classes in summer school instead of the regular 16-week classes in the regular school year. That means more work, that means less time. That's how it can get really overwhelming for you. And so the other thing about it is you probably are going to class more days in the week. Instead of maybe once a week, you go 2 or 3 times a week. And the class time is going to be more in those sessions. So you may have 2-hour classes instead of 1-hour classes. And that can be really frustrating when you have ADHD and you have issues just actually paying attention for an hour and now you're in a class for 2 hours. Summer school is really like a sprint instead of a marathon. You go through things really fast and really quick. So just have that expectation when you start your classes or thinking about going to summer school. And you're gonna need a routine when you're in summer school to make sure you get everything done on time. And so an easy way to do this is to actually have different days for different things. Study Tuesday, review Wednesday, test Thursday, name your days, and that way you know when you get to that certain day, you know exactly what you're going to do for that day. And you're not gonna do it for the whole day, the whole time, but at least you know when you get up in the morning and try to set your goals, you know, on this day, I'm going to do this, and on that day, I'm going to do that. Another thing is get a physical calendar that you can actually see. You can get a desk calendar, but a dry erase calendar is really good for you as well to have it on your wall and write in what you need to do for the week and write in when your classes are and everything like that. Another thing that you want to do as well is to set some type of notifications for yourself, maybe phone notifications or alarms or anything that will tell you, I need to be studying at this time. I need to actually make sure I'm at the class at this time. If this video is helping so far, subscribe to the channel. Now, create a study zone in your room, apartment, or home. You need to choose a place that you can go to study each and every time. It may be the place that you have your desk, and in your desk you have everything you need to study there. It might be on the couch. That was my favorite place to actually go and study. I have a spot on the couch where I would have my books and papers and everything, and I would study there every time. You want to have some place that's going to be a quiet environment for you, that is a place that you relax, a place that you know that when you go there, you can just sit down and get started studying and reviewing things or writing papers or whatever. And the other thing is, when you have that place in your home, make sure you have all the stuff there that you need. Paper, pens, note cards, your computer there. You can just go ahead and start studying and getting through everything that you need to get through for the day. And take notes that make sense to you, that you can review and know what everything means on those notes. You do not want to try to write everything down in a class, especially in summer school. There's a lot of information you're gonna go over. You can't possibly take down all the information. And most teachers do not like you having a recorder in the class to try to record everything and go back and review that stuff. So what you want to do is you actually want to figure out a way to write your notes. And personally, I like visual note taking, and what it is, you draw pictures to relate things to each other instead of writing everything down. You're still going to write some stuff, but you're going to use images to make sure that you understand how things work and relate to each other. For example, if your teacher's talking about someone speaking to another person, you may draw 2 stick figures in there and then write down some key points that she says they're talking about. And that way you look at your notes and you know exactly where that area is. And then you can go look at what those people are talking about and then review it in your book. Or if the teacher's talking about someone traveling from one country to another country, then you just draw like an airplane to show that they're traveling from this place to that place. You can use this for anything. All you have to do is decide what kind of symbols you want to use for different things, and then it makes taking notes so much faster. And a lot of times, if you have to relate things from one thing to another, really okay to just draw an arrow to that thing. And when the teacher gives you an assignment or maybe even a review you need to study, make sure you go home and start on it immediately, because in summer school, you just don't have the time. Because what's gonna happen is, or what's likely to happen is, you'll need to start on it, you'll need to finish it, and then when you go into the next class, they'll probably give you something else you need to do, and then you won't have time to do that because you're still trying to figure out how to do the previous thing. And so instead of that, you want to make sure you start on things immediately and try to at least figure out what you need to do immediately, especially with ADHD, because you're generally probably going to need more time to do certain things. And in the morning, when you start your day, write 2 or 3 simple goals down and make one of those goals the thing you have to do for your class. Study, review, maybe taking a test and getting through that test. So write that down as one of your goals, and then have 2 other easy goals or 1 other easy goal that you can do for the day. And summer school can feel like information overload because there's so much information. If you look at the whole picture of everything, it may be just overwhelming for you, but it doesn't have to be. What you do is you just break things down into smaller sections, and then you deal with those smaller sections one at a time. And also, you need to take breaks when you're studying or doing a paper or anything. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, go ahead and take your break. You may even just do every 15 minutes, take your break, refresh your brain, and then try to come back and start on or finish whatever you were trying to do before. But you do not want to just power through for 2 hours or 3 hours. You aren't going to take in all the information. I know from experience that it's just really hard when you're sitting there looking at the book and you've read something 3 or 4 times and you're still not getting it. That's when you definitely need to take a break. Now, one of the things that's really good with summer school is classes are smaller in size generally. And so you can get more help from teachers in summer school because of the fact your class is just not as big. You get to know people better in your summer school class because there's not as many students there, so you get more time together. And the other thing about it is, in summer school, you definitely want to try to get into a study group for whatever class you're taking, whether it's virtually or you actually meet up somewhere and just discuss things. Because in study groups, you get to hear information a lot more. You get to bounce ideas off somebody. You get to ask questions to other people and get responses. And you're just hearing that information over and over and over again. And then if you have like a thing that you just don't completely understand, somebody in there might understand it better than you, and then you can get the answer you're looking for. But study groups are great. And the other thing about it, they act generally as accountability groups too, because your study group will ask you, hey, did you get this answer or that answer? Or are you, what are you going to study for the test tomorrow? And you're all thinking about the same thing, generally about the one purpose of passing this class. And so it becomes an accountability group that helps you stay on track and stay on task. Use all the tools you can to make your life easier when you're in summer school. For example, a smart speaker, really good to have, because you can ask a smart speaker anything. If you don't understand a term and you're trying to figure it out, ask the smart speaker and say, hey, what's the definition of this? How is it used? And it will even ask you questions back if you want to go deeper and further to try to find your answer. Great tool. Use sticky notes around your room or home or whatever to write down things that you need to do or things you have to accomplish. You can use sticky notes as a lot of different, or post-it notes, to be one of the best ways to remind you and remember things. And to make sure you get on class on time, set some notifications up to tell you when the class is, to remind you, so you make sure that you get there on time. When you're trying to take your breaks or doing your breaks, make sure you have a timer for your breaks to know when that 30 minutes is up or that 20 minutes is up. This is going to help you stay aware of the time. These are all great things for you to use when you're in summer school. Find out about a class before you take it in summer school. Is it quiz heavy? Is it test heavy? Do you have research papers you have to do? Do you have group projects you have to do? All these things are important because then you know what you're getting into before you take the class. You don't want to get into the class and then find out I have a test every 2 days in this class, and that can be overwhelming for you, as opposed to, okay, I have one paper I need to do for the whole class. I need to start on this section and do a little section about it each day. That's a much different situation. So you want to know before you start that class what you're walking into, and also how the teacher is and how they grade and how they look at things. All these things you can find maybe in a group online, but also you might know some former students and so ask their opinion about it. And so you just have a good picture of what you're walking into that first day of class. And you do need to celebrate your wins along the way, because you're gonna be taking tests, writing papers, doing all this stuff, and you're gonna go through and try to pass this class, but celebrate your wins along the way. Maybe go to a movie night, maybe get a sundae, maybe get a root beer float or something. I mean, whatever you like to do, just take a little time and take a little break and celebrate for yourself while you're doing summer school, so that you at least have that break to kind of enjoy things and get some time to relax at least a little bit. But don't let it distract you from coming back and doing whatever you have to do for summer school, but absolutely celebrate your wins. And you can do this. You'll pass your class with ADHD in summer school. You just need to make sure you have a plan. And I do have something that will help with that as well. I have a video about the perfect productivity desk for someone with ADHD in college. So this video will show you how to set up your desk for success in college, in your normal classes, and even in summer school.